Monday, December 28th. Skies are dark and overcast this morning. Last week they were bright and blue and enough wind to unfurl this flag. In the western sky, Don caught a glimpse of the two planets that are called the Bethlehem Star. As Christmas Day came to a close, we decided to go for a ride and look at Christmas lights. Found my favorite one from last year. It starts on top of a house, goes over a wall, and then ends in a dark hillside. But I digress. Outside our balcony this week, we heard a new noise. It was an air gun shooting nails into the concrete. Whoo! Crews continued to build this slim wall at the end of the sky deck near the solarium. Down below, Little Cat starts digging trenches. Ultimately, they build a frame. Maybe it's a coffin and they're going to throw me in it for asking all the questions. No, it will have concrete poured and it will have a generator installed and a big green box put on top. On the western wall, SkyTrack is used like a cherry picker to help them install the plywood siding. I bet you this guy wished he had somebody handing him his tools. Last few pieces of the Mikasa dining room were way up high. Good he's not afraid of heights. Next day, they started doing framing around the red steel up against the cinder block wall. On the solarium, SkyTrack becomes a delivery service and is giving them door frames. But we gotta get over the barrier first. These will be for the apartments on the assisted living floor. Walking up the south side, I see that the Mikasa level has had door deliveries also, and they will be installing them soon. Just above that, they're installing prefabricated walls on the second floor of assisted living. I hope they ate their Wheaties. The winds are picking up. On the north side, at the west corner of the parking structure, I found these metal studs. This will be an electrical storage room. I was taking a picture of SkyTrack through the fence, and there's a sign on the fence, and as the wind picked up, it was flapping back and forth. Almost knocked me on my fanny. I had to laugh at the outhouse on the second floor of the IL building. I hope they drain that regularly. Standing on the casita wall, you have a good idea of how much second floor has already been installed. Concrete and sidewalks have been poured for the new fire engine turnaround between casita 802 and 803. I even caught the trash truck taking away a dumpster, and then they'll bring another one. Last week, Jan Hooper sent this picture of white gooky stuff sticking out of the frame on the fitness classroom. What is that? It was insulation to cut the air gap and keep temperature-sensitive processes working. It's covered now by trim. Windows had also been stacked up next to the Sandia dining room. Today I found that they had been installed on the dining room and the plastic was down. I found plants wintering in a sunny doorway. This sweet baby is Finn. He is Phyllis Barnes' great-grandson. He was very sick for the first few weeks after he was born, but they figured out the problem and he is beginning to thrive. Final nativity from Nancy Madigan. Thanks again.
Wilbur says hello from Independent Living. Last week, they had just started framing this level. This week, they're almost finished filling in all the framing. Of course, they still have trusses and particle board flooring to go. Hi, this is Jack Breyer. It's Wednesday, December 30th, and Wilbur says bye-bye to 2020. It's sunny and 35 degrees. They've cleaned up some around the base of the building, but they still have lots of materials stacked and ready for use. Can you pick out the best apartment floor plan? How about, can you pick out all 11 apartments? You can see this south side is not nearly as complete as the north side was. And finally, as we approach the west side, we see again the tower, tall and empty, standing alone, watching over the whole independent living building. This week, I thought you might like a talk about the method we sometimes use to carry out Wilbur flights. We control Wilbur by specifying a flight path which Wilbur follows autonomously, that is, without our interaction. We have a computer program or app or application that specifies the path. In this picture, the app is looking down from above, and you see the flight path Wilbur just followed. The background is an old Google map, and the yellow and red is the new building. We have specified 14 waypoints. These are points that Wilbur goes to in sequence. The video we just saw ends at waypoint 10. Each waypoint is determined is a 3D point having longitude, latitude, and altitude. Wilbur kind of goes around the loop twice, once to record the video, and then the second loop is used to take time-lapse pictures. More about this process in the coming weeks. Now sit back, relax, and Wilbur show us assisted living this week. Here, last week, there was no framing at all on the third level. Look at Skyjack there, lifting materials to the second level. And on the right, trusses ready for use. Is the floor plan here different from independent living? You would think it would be. As we come around and look at the lobby, we see again that not much has changed. And zooming over to the north side, we get another view of the third level framing, and coming up, the preparation for finishing the bump out at the west end. Also, rounding the end of the building, that green tarp on the ground is covering a concrete pad for an emergency generator. See you next week.